This is a used Chevy Equinox, an SUV that's always ready for a road trip with comfortable seats and a great drive. But this Chevy isn't perfect, so keep on watching to find out whether you should pick or pass on this used Equinox. Hey everybody, I'm Deshola from Edmunds. At Edmunds, we test and review more than 300 cars every single year. And now we're teamed up with CarMax to bring our expertise to used cars like this 2020 Chevy Equinox. The Chevy Equinox is a small SUV with space for 5. This version of the Equinox was sold from 2018 right up to 2024. You can get the Equinox with all-wheel drive in case you've got winter where you live. The engine options even included a diesel, which makes the Equinox unique for a small SUV, but no hybrid in this version, unfortunately. Now, this car's got a lot of competition, like the Toyota RAV4, Honda CR-V, and Subaru Forester. And right off the bat, the Equinox gets a leg up on them in terms of price, typically costing several thousands less on average. But price may not be your only consideration. So we're gonna tell you why you might pick a used Equinox and why you might pass on one. No matter how good a car drives or how many driver aid features it has, reliability counts for a lot. RepairPal, an independent reliability tracker, rates the Equinox at 3.5 out of 5, which is above average, but small SUVs are a pretty reliable group of cars. So RepairPal actually ranks the Equinox 23rd for reliability out of 26 competitors. RepairPal also reports that the Equinox's repair costs are a bit higher than the average compact SUV. Owners also reported issues with transmissions on early models from 2018 to 2020. The big issue was an oil leak that could damage the transmission, but fortunately, Chevy offered a fix for that problem. We really like the Equinox from behind the wheel. Some of that is down to the supportive seats that are just great for long hours on the road and the comfortable ride that just soaks up all the bumps and ruts. But it's not just good to sit in. The Equinox feels good on the road. The brakes inspire confidence and the car feels stable and planted if you need to deal with a twisty road. And it might mean less trouble with sensitive stomachs. We love the more powerful gas engine. Look for a 2.0 T badge to know if you've got one. The standard engine can feel a little slow merging and passing, and we think this upgrade is totally worth it. And remember that diesel engine we mentioned earlier? Well, you can get up to an EPA estimated 39 miles per gallon on the highway, which is a good margin more than the regular gas version. One issue we observed in our testing, this Chevy turns a bit wide. So you'll need more room than you would in something like a RAV4 to make a U-turn. Now, we already said we like the seats, and if you find one with the leather seats, it's a nice upgrade. But what isn't so great is right here. Now, these little vertical vents do not do a good job at moving air around the cabin. I mean, they're perfectly positioned to blow air out your knuckles while you're driving, but the rest of you may miss out. Luckily, to help balance things out, the Equinox's heated seats are pretty strong for cold days. For hot weather, you can get cooled seats, but those were only an option on the Premier, the highest trim level, so you'll only find them on pricier models. This version of the Equinox went on sale for 2018, but we actually recommend the 2019 model year or newer. That's because the 2019 got a software update for the center touchscreen, plus a backup camera with a much crisper high-def picture. Chevy also added another USB port, and listen, you know we can't get enough of those. Now, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard, which is great, but even without it, the touchscreen is really easy to use. 2019 was also the first year to offer adaptive cruise control. Buyers who want more driver aids should go for a 2020 model or newer, as Chevy made features like automatic emergency braking, lane assist, and automatic high beams standard. The 2018 Equinox will look and drive the same as newer models if you want to save a little cash, but we think going for the 2019 or newer is worth it for all the tech. If you're looking for a stylish interior, you might be disappointed with the Equinox. There's just so much stuff in here that feels too plasticky, and the way that all the materials and textures fit together just cheapens the overall look, especially if you compare it to the competition. Other choices like the Mazda CX-5 look and feel way more premium for the money. Now, the Toyota RAV4 does have a lot of plastic like the Equinox, but it just looks way more durable. So what do you think? Is a used Equinox still on your list? Let us know in the comments below. Oh, and if you want to do a little more research, make sure to check out our used car reviews on the Honda CR-V, the Kia Sportage, and the Nissan Rogue.